What's up, everybody? It's Alex from Heavy New York, invading Louisville, Kentucky for Louder Than Life, and we are here with AJ of Fire from the Gods.
What up, what up? Heavy New York, what's going on?
It's always great to talk to you, man.
You too, Alex.
So the new record is American Son.
It
Is this
is.
like conceptually a direct follow-up to Narrative, or do you think that this record stands out a little bit more?
The only thing that might stand out about the record is the sonics. Sonically, it's a little different from Narrative in that the song changes, but yes, as far as conceptually, everything that I write as an artist lyrically and sometimes musically is directly a reflection of the life that I've lived and who I am and the things that I've seen. So Narrative told a little bit of my story. American Son is a continuation of that, and hopefully, as it's aptly named, American Son, and not son as in child, son, it's looking forward to a bright new day. So it's looking forward to the future. So if Narrative was my past and what I've been through, American Son is hopefully my future.
Oh, that's a great way of putting it. Are you trying to maybe leave this concept a little bit open to interpretation, or do you want the listener to sort of see things from your point of view?
I feel like I have a lot to say, and I want to tell my story, but I also feel that my story is very relatable to so many other people, especially people that grew up like me, like, you know, in the United States of America and all the other places I've been, but people that grew up in this generation of feeling a little lost and feeling that there aren't that many answers to the questions that they have and the questions that they pose, and ultimately the fear of what our future might look like in the wake of all the things that are going on around us. What is the future that we're going to find, that we'll see? Will we survive the day? Will we survive what we're going through? So yes, it is a little bit of my perspective, but at the same time, as I said, it's relatable to other people, so people can see themselves through the lyrics and see themselves through the music and the spirit and theme of what American Son is.
Interesting. Do you need to hear music before you come up with the lyrics, or does the concept that you like to address determine the outcome of the music itself?
You know what? We always say we just give every song what it deserves. And so if I'm feeling a particular vibe, I'll go with it. Or sometimes I'll have something written that's like a few stanzas or a phrase of some sort, and I'll say, you know, let's record. You know, let's record this vocal note that I've got, and then build music around it. You know, so it goes both ways, man, when it comes to our writing process and how I write specifically.
Yeah. In addition to many like different sounds, I've always thought that Fire from the Gods has many different vibes. Like on the Narrative record, you have End Transmission followed by Excuse Me. It's like a completely different song. It's fair to say that you feel many different emotions when making
very
music,
much
right?
so. I mean, music is emotional, and you know, people go emo music and don't be so emo, but all music is emotion, and
Absolutely.
if it evokes an emotion in you, then hopefully it'll evoke an emotion in the listener. So whatever the song and whatever I'm feeling at the particular time is what I want to give the song.
Okay, fair enough. As somebody who has seen you live countless times, I've always thought it's a very different experience from listening to you. Do you have a similar energy in the studio as you do in your live presence, or is it a completely different mind frame altogether?
Man, again, it just always varies, because like with a song like Right Now that is on the new record, which is on the radio, and you know, a lot of people have heard this as far as music that's out before American Son comes out. I was I was in a really dark, deep mood that day, and when I wrote that, you know, and I wasn't like being moody or emotional in any shape or form. I was just kind of not really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wake up some days and you're like, I don't feel it. I'm not feeling it today. And the writer, the producer that I worked with, Eric Ron, he was like, nah, man, hit the fucking booth. Get in there. Don't be lazy. Don't be a pussy. All that shit. You know, it's like, get in there. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And you can hear it through the song, because I think people feel the emotion in there. And so writing it, I was just like, but on stage playing it today live for the first time, I just felt a whole new emotion and a whole new take on that song, especially the fact since people were singing it back. It just gave that song a whole new life and a whole new meaning to me.
That's beautiful. You kind of, in a way, answered this question, but I was curious, when it comes to like the inspiration for songwriting, does it happen spontaneously, or do you have to put yourself in a certain like situation or a certain atmosphere in order to get into the creative mode?
You know, it just happens, man. I just allow myself to just kind of feel what I'm feeling, and if the lyrics are coming to me, then I'll just run with it. I'll just run with whatever feeling or whatever emotion that it's evoked by the music or what I'm doing at the particular time. I just let it flow, man.
There you go.
I don't ever want to just pigeonhole myself and say, well, this is what I need to write about today. No, I just let it flow, man.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna ask you the hardest question I ask every artist. That's why it's my favorite question to ask. How do you know when a song is done?
Damn, that is a hard question.
And please don't say it's never finished. It's only abandoned. I've gotten that so many times running it.
A song is done when you've just given it everything and you've got nothing left to give.
Yeah.
Because you'll know, because you'll start trying to do like dumb shit, like me specifically. I'm like, oh, let's do this here, and I'm like, let's do that, and everyone's like, no, and I'm like, all right, then it's done. I'm like, stick a pin in it. It's over.
Do you find it easier to create music when you're with the company of your band members, or do you? Because I always thought that isolation is like the best fuel for creating.
Again, a lot of the music is written by Richie and I, our drummer. So he and I have sessions where we're together, and man, we'll set the mood in the room, and we'll just start going for it, and whatever happens, happens.
There you go. I have two more questions for you.
Right.
I've seen Fire from the Gods on multiple tours. Like I saw you on the POD Alien Ant Farm tour,
right.
But then I saw you, on the Of Mice and Men tour, and you're playing right now on the same night as Disturbed. Like, have you noticed a different type of crowd or a different reaction depending on who you've toured with?
Yeah, we are blessed enough to have, I guess, a very diverse sound. So we've fit on many different bills, and there have been some bills where we probably didn't fit. But the fact is, man, I'm a lover of heavy music and rock music, and I think the people that go to shows are as well. So they just want to rock out, man. And if the music's good, I think they're going to dig it, and they'll give you the reaction that they give you, and you just got to ride with it.
You definitely have that stage presence where you make the audience yours one way or another.
Man, I appreciate that, Alex. Yeah.
And the final question I want to ask you is that I've met a lot of fans who have related to the story that you've told through your music and really connect with it. When you hear on how your music either helps somebody or just relates to somebody, does that change your perspective on who you are as an artist?
Very much so. I feel like I don't feel indebted to the people that say that. I don't feel like, okay, I owe you something more. But most of the time, just like, thank you. When someone goes, oh, that song got me through a lot, I'm like, yeah, man, that's why I wrote it, because it got me through a lot. Yeah. So we can vibe and relate on that. Now, I just want to continue to do that and just continue to be some sort of beacon. I don't need to be the focal point of someone's desire, someone's ideology, like that. I want to think like that guy. No, I just really want to be a light and be an example and just share the message that I have inside of me and share the message that I have in my music.
There you go. So before we go, I want to thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much. Happy New York. You know what it is.
Is there just, I forgot what the exact release date is for American Sun, but
1st November.
1st of November. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that month.
We start with the Five Finger Death Punch tour.
All right. That's what I want to ask you. Is there any tours you'd like to promote? This will be uploaded by midnight, so if it hasn't been announced yet.
It's been announced. We're with Five Finger Death Punch, 3 Days Grace, and Bad Wolves.
Awesome. Tommy Vex, a fellow New Yorker.
Yes, sir. Yes, exactly. So we're out there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Everybody, we are here with AJ of Fire from the Gods, American Sun, November 1st. Pick that up when it comes out. This is Alex from Heavy New York, invading Louisville, Kentucky for Louder Than Life. We'll see you next time.
Peace.